I was going to make a joke there. It was going to be a really silly joke about bend your knees then. You know, because you bend your knees before you jump.
Oh, yeah, because you jump into the pool. I get it.
But then you were finishing a sentence, and then my joke was lame anyway. So, guys on the right-hand side, let's actually pull up that scoreboard. Is that tier right now?
That is going to be Genius.
Actually,
Playing on an MC's account.
Okay.
Yep, so definitely for sure. There is Genius there from Team Azubu
so
in the bottom
Genius
left
will be
corner.
red.
FXO tier as your blue Protoss.
All right. Planet S, we saw Proxy Gateway actually on the map this last time around in such a location as highlighted and designated by our observer here.
Pro Observer, man. You're going back to it next week. I don't like doing it.
No.
Yeah, it's
the
a lot
scoreboard's actually a lot
harder.
So here's the thing. So at home, when I used to broadcast my own, I always ran with 2 monitors. And I would always have the scoreboard off on the second monitor.
Yes, exactly.
So you could make it like real smooth too. You do it while you're introducing the players.
Yeah.
You just like, you click up where the scoreboard goes, and you don't even have to alt-tab that way. It takes your mouse out, and I just click that +1 button. Nobody even notices. And, you know, then I drop and introduce my second player. But here it's a little bit rougher, man. You got to remember to do the scoreboards and ad breaks. You want to chat. You want to take a mental relaxation period for a moment and reach that point of serenity and utter just nothingness.
In Playham, they actually did the scoreboards for us. All we had to do was have an overlay set up, and
well,
they did
that was just being spoiled.
Yeah, we were so spoiled. And I was used to that, man, because, again, I had dual monitors at home, so I'm used to being able to do anything I need to off the second monitor. And so since we're only on one monitor here, it's like a lot of work. I'm just not used to it. And, again, just being spoiled has thrown me off with professional casting. So, darn you, Playham, ruining me as a caster. But we do have Gateway followed up into a gas here, so everything looking a little bit more normal here for both our players, and Genius grabbing his second gas first, which can indicate that he wants to go for a Stargate play. As it seems like the more I watch Heart of Storm, the faster I see gas, the faster I know it's going to be Stargate play. It just seems to add up like that, because you do need a lot of gas to move into Stargate.
All right, so that's definitely, you know, completely possible. I feel like quick 2 gas is going to become the standard here out of Protoss players, though Tier in this game has not opted to go for it, notably. But we see that also in Wings of Liberty. There's Sentry openings, Dark Templar openings, Blink Stalker openings.
Yeah.
All revolve around getting fast 2 gas. And now Stargate, of course, is ever so popular in Heart of the Swarm, and I do expect that we would see such a play out of Genius here. But with a quick second gateway, it is possible he could be going for something else here. Maybe Dark Templar?
Well, I think it's necessary to go for the quick gateway, because you're going to have minerals floating around for saving up for Stargate. They just naturally start stacking up, so it's worth it to actually grab that second gateway. It allows you to hold off any pressure that might be coming your way.
Yeah.
Because he also cuts his Zealot as well. He just went straight into Stalker. So you have the minerals kind of floating around. So why not go for a safe play and open up with that second gateway quickly?
No, great point indeed.
Well, second gateway here as well for Tier, and we should be seeing the tech very, very soon for both our players. The Genius is really starting to rack up the gas here. Going to be hitting the 200 mark very soon. Zealot, though, for Tier, making it straight into the main. We'll be taking out 1 probe. Could a second die as well? A second does die. A third. No,
nice
some
control.
nice micro overall.
Gets it again. Oh, but beautiful target fire there out of FXO Tier.
Damn.
Because if you actually click a probe and tell it to run away,
yeah.
The Zealot will automatically stop attacking it.
Exactly.
Even if it's standing right there about to die, no. The Zealot will start attacking something that is attacking it. So that was actually Tier with really, really nice target fire on those specific probes.
He killed off a total of 4. So 4 probes being killed off, moving straight into a mothership core. Genius is, and it looks like the plan that he has set up for him is going to be stifled very much here. It's going to need catch up of minerals, and thus will start floating a lot of gas. So Mothership Core does pop out. Twilight Council follow up for Tier as well, because start moving into whatever he would like. Potentially could go for Blink. Blink's still pretty good in Heart of Swarm, man.
Blink is excellent in Heart of the... It's also incredibly good still in... honestly, I think we'll see more Blink in Heart of the Swarm, even though it's been nerfed and more things have been added. Blink counters Spider Mines incredibly well. It still works great here in Heart of the Swarm as Stargate play, or in PvP, as Stargate play has gotten so popular, so not too much of a surprise to see that from Tier.
Oh, Machinist can try in here and get a few pokes, if possible. Is falling up into the Mothership Core. Is he going to be able to save the pylon? No! It will be killed off, and so the aggression that was going to come here from our Red Protoss player, Genius, is not going to be happening. Mothership Core is floating away.
Genius has 400 right now.
Yeah, that...
You look at his base.
The aggression in the main.
Oh, wow. He was actually relying on that pylon for supply. For supply itself. And the second that pylon got spotted, Genius needed to throw down several pylons.
That one Zealot, man, really threw off Genius. And again, that comes from cutting your first Zealot and using your Stalker to get across the middle of the map. A play like that can happen there for Tier, where you can get into your main and do damage, and that exactly is what happened here for Tier. And he's certainly going to snowball it, moving straight to the Blink Stalkers. He has a pylon in the top left corner, going to start warping in Stalkers and then just try and get aggressive on his opponent. Genius does catch the other probe that was on the map. Oh, there's only the only one, so he wasn't trying another pylon up, but only the aggressive route will be coming from this pylon only.
All right, Nexus is down now for Genius. Tier is getting ready to move in here in just a second. Blink is about to be complete. Now he does have a Robo following this up, likely for the Observer. Stalkers have yet to make it into one group. They are split up into two, as you can see on the mini-map, that small glob running around on the bottom left. But a Nexus actually goes down for Tier here. So the objective here with his Blink Stalker will be just to keep Genius tied up in his base, harass him, and basically, all right, check this out. Genius has to come down. He can actually avoid that.
Yeah, he can blink over it
completely.
He's going to stay and commit to the fight. Loses a second Mothership Core there. Tier taking out 2 Mothership Cores this game. Stalker's going to keep blinking as well. Some nice micro here from Tier. We'll take out a Stalker, a Mothership as well for 1 Stalker of his own. A very nice trade for him. And got some damage on that Nexus as well. Starts moving straight across the middle of the map to deal with it at the same time.
Do you know if Time Warp actually reveals vision?
No, I don't believe it does.
Okay. Tier is doing some shots right now on this Nexus. The shield is almost gone on it. Lots of damage here. This may be forced to cancel.
Yep, very low. It should. And Tier decides to pull back as he's trying to get a warp in available. Doesn't want to get caught off guard while doing that. Now moves forward at the same time. Going to allow the Nexus to finish up, and that is 400 resources that Genius is going to lose. He's so far behind when it comes to the economy. His trades have not been as good. Some nice micro here from Tier, going to be killing off these Zealots, and now this Void Ray is in trouble. It does put out a lot of damage, but not to these many Stalkers. A blink forward right away, and it looks like Genius might just have to GG out here as he is losing all of his units.
There it is, GG from Genius. And Tier takes game number 1 versus Zubus Protoss Genius, who has made it here to the semifinals of the Heart of the Swarm qualifier for the Invitational that we're having. And
Genius just wanted to attack really quick in that game.
Man.
You saw him go for the double gas. He cut his Zealot as well, got the second gateway up to defend against aggression that could be coming. And he was going to fall up into some kind of tech. And I really think it was going to be a Stargate. Unfortunately, that one Zealot snuck all the way around the top left corner, while his Stalker went down the bottom right corner of the map, was able to get into his mineral line and kill 4 probes because of nice micro there from Tier. And it just throws you off, man. Everything's like, okay, I had this whole build timed out, and I lost mining time because I was trying to defend it, and then I also lost 4 probes. Gosh, I need to get my aggression on. He put a pylon down in the bottom right corner, and that got killed off by Tier. Tier just played really nice in that game.
Tier played really nice, and Genius not playing at the top of his game. Because in all reality, if you get a surround on a Zealot, you can kill that Zealot without losing a single probe. It requires extremely quick micro. You have to locate the probe and kind of click on it after the Zealot gets its first swipe. And then when it does its second swipe, you immediately have to pull it back because the Zealot has a little bit of melee range to it. And so if you pull it back like at the last second right before the third attack, no, the Zealot's still going to land it. So Genius pretty slow there, losing 4 probes against Tier. And Tier doing a really good job, of course, with the target fires we were saying. Game number 2 is going to take place on a map that we do not yet know. It is quite a mystery. We'll be back after a 2-minute commercial break, and we'll see you in game number 2.